Congratulations on this.
Thank you so much.
Having produced some films, I know that no matter what the budget, it's a miracle for the movie to get made to begin with.
Yeah.
So
I think so, yeah.
So talk about maybe some of the challenges along the way that you overcame and you did it.
Yeah, I think it was, this movie is a lot of everything in a way, and I think finding the right balance between characters in terms of the tone. I've never really shot a lot of action before, and so learning how to do that as well. But at the same time, because of it, it was just so much fun. Like every day on set was completely different. There was always some new location or a new character to sink my teeth into. So yeah, it was a great time.
You know what I love about this movie? I think you just nailed it in that you hadn't shot a lot of action before, so you maybe brought a new signature. There's a flow to the action in this movie that I haven't seen in movies recently.
Oh,
you let takes go a lot longer. You let
Yeah.
shots go longer than I typically see, which makes it so much more realistic.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was definitely deliberate. I mean, I wanted to make the action feel visceral and also just showcase what women can do, in a real way. Like I showcase the physicality of our actors. They train for months and months and months. So I wanted to showcase that, and it wasn't a trick. It wasn't an editorial trick at all.
If you want to talk about a product landing at the time it was most needed in the world, talk about lady power, a lady director. You have a woman at the helm writing, and you have Margot Robbie and every cast member of this movie that just crushes it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's very interesting how it just sort of happened. Margot had pitched the movie about 4.5 years ago now, so it's kind of nice that it's it's taken on this life.
Talk about the genesis to you being attached to it.
Sure. So I was brought on a little bit later, but I was brought on about 2 years ago now, and I just finished my first movie, and that went to Sundance.
Congrats.
Thank you. And it was honestly just a surprise, but as soon as I read the script, I was in. I really was. But I didn't think I was capable of directing it, really. But here I am.
I hope I'm not spoiling anything for people who haven't seen it, but it opens with an animated narrative. And I think that is so awesome. It's so unique. And it really catches you up to speed, and at the same time, it has a flavor all its own. Was that your idea?
Yeah, well, it was actually something that we came up with a little bit later, and I think that there was this need, I think, to be able to introduce us right to Harley, and so that people just understood who she was and what her background was, but also so that we could kind of empathize with her, because the whole movie is kind of through her perspective, and it just immediately lands you into her perspective, introduces you to the narration element of it, and so much of the movie aesthetically takes influence from the comic books and how it looks, and so it just seemed like a natural extension of that.
It's awesome. I have to show you something that never happens. I'm watching a live stream of my show from America, and on live TV right now, I'm with a roller derby team talking about this movie and how we're taking them to go see it before anybody else.
I love that. I love that she's got the hair. That's so great.
Yeah, how wild is it that you're at the helm of something that the whole world's going to be leaning into? You're going to see those ponytails everywhere.
That is pretty wild. I don't know if I've really, come to terms with it yet. But, I mean, it's amazing. And it's amazing that so many people love this character, and hopefully through this movie they get to fall in love with other characters, too.
Amen.
Yeah.
Sequel?
Maybe. We'll see. Hopefully.
Why am I getting to this when I want to talk about a sequel? Please bring it.
Thank you so
nice
much.
to meet you. Thanks for your time.
That was great, Mike. Thank you.